Automatic fire strafed K Street. 6 people died that day and a dozen others were injured. 4 victims like those who didn't help instigate the incident. The state of California is creating a new route for relatives to seek justice. Thanks to AB 1594, the manufacturers of the guns used in crimes like that happened on K Street can be sued. Attorney Mark Reichel with me now live to offer some perspective on this new law that may be in the sights of many legal challengers. Mark, good morning to you.
Good morning, Sinceri.
When signing this legislation, Governor Newsom said other industries are held liable when people are hurt or killed by their products, and that the gun industry should be no different. But to draw an example on the minds of many families, Abbott Nutrition is accused of selling contaminated baby formula, which has sickened and killed multiple children. That's the accusation, and triggered the current nationwide baby formula crisis. But that's a product sold and being used as intended. Couldn't gun manufacturers argue, we didn't intend our guns to be used in crime? That's somebody else's choice, not ours.
Yeah, that's what they're going to argue. And this is actually modeled on a New York law. And that New York law actually went into federal court, challenged by the gun lobby, and they lost. So despite the fact recently the U.S. Supreme Court has come out very strongly affirming a citizen's right to possess and own firearms, very strongly, this law and the New York law as well are tailored to say, look, that's not what we're coming after, your right to possess it. We're coming after the manufacturers who make it in a manner in which it can be altered to be illegal, number one, whether it can be clearly got around state laws to prevent the importation and so forth of these type of guns. And in any way that there's a negligent sale, negligent manufacture of these firearms, there's now going to be a statute in California that the Attorney General, municipalities like cities and counties, as well as private individuals can bring a suit now in California under this new statute. And as long as you stay within the confines of that statute, you can sue. Now, the question is whether or not, like you just perfectly identified, hey, the manufacturers are going to say, but, you know, we did our job. This doesn't misuse it. For years, the law, especially in California, tort law has been, it's not just its intended use. You have to see what's foreseeable. Is it easy to modify or make something not so pure? Is it easy to make it so it can be used for a different purpose? If it is, we all know that's foreseeable, and the manufacturer is going to be held liable as well. It's the deep pocket that they're going after.
Got it. Now, as you just mentioned, this new law allows individuals, city or county attorneys, or California's Attorney General to sue manufacturers and sellers civilly for the harm caused by guns. Will part of the challenge to all of this that so many are expecting be that this isn't the right venue, the civil courts?
Oh, yeah. That will be also, I believe, that will be dismissed out rather quickly. That's exactly what happened in New York. This is something just to look, whether they're charged with a crime or not, the person who does the crime is irrelevant to this. This is an argument, hey, this is something that when you manufactured it, it was dangerous. But the way you manufactured it or put it in the stream of commerce was that it could be easily altered to be even more dangerous. That's what we're suing you for. There's got to be a way they can manufacture certain things and make sure that they can't be tampered with. So if they're used outside of the intended purpose, okay, then you can be sued if you didn't do everything you could to prevent it from being used outside of its intended or lawful purpose, so to speak.
All righty. Now, we know criminally the burden of proof is on the plaintiff. Civilly, is this just exceedingly simple? This is the crime. Like if there's surveillance, let's say, you can see the kind of gun used, case closed? Or is there much more that a person filing should expect to have to prove here?
The person filing is going to need some experts, okay? They're going to have experts in the firearm industry. This is going to create a cottage, honestly, a cottage industry for firearms experts to come in and say, look, this is how they're normally manufactured, and they have certain things like safety devices and so forth, or to make sure it can't be altered or modified. And this firearm that this family is suing over wasn't manufactured that way. Or the person who took it to a gun shop, maybe let's say a gun shop or a gun seller, altered it there to take away that safety precaution. So they're going to need an expert to come in and say, what's the safe way to do this? And what happened here is not the safe way to do it. And if they can get into the manufacturer and the insurance company for the gun sellers and the manufacturers, those are the deep pockets they're trying to get at. And for years in California, we've allowed what's called product liability suits, okay, for things that are not inherently dangerous, but can be made dangerous by their misuse. We believe that serves a societal function and it makes a safer society by allowing us to sue those manufacturers when the products they design and manufacture can be altered a little bit to become unsafe. If that's foreseeable, we think it's better to hold the manufacturers accountable, because those are the ones exclusively capable of making it so it can't be misused and keep it safe.
All righty, we know this has been signed into law, but there's going to be a lot of questioning about this in the days going forward. Thank you so much for walking us through it. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much for having me.